Hello, citizen. I bid you welcome to Trailers from Hell. The 50s and 60s were the heyday of big movie adaptations of hit Broadway musicals. But by the early 70s, the changing times brought the genre to an end, much as it did with Westerns. And a fitting coda to that era was 1776, which had the distinction of not only retaining most of the original Broadway cast, but was also the last film produced by the legendary Jack L. Warner, after he left the studio he helped create. The idea of putting the Founding Fathers in a musical in which they sang, danced, cracked jokes, and even chased women during the same time they fought over whether to declare independence from England was truly a throw of the dice, especially at a time when we were up to our eyeballs in Vietnam and Nixon. But thanks mainly to a superb book by the incomparable Peter Stone, it worked like a charm and was a massive hit on Broadway. The movie, released 3 years later in 1972, with Watergate also occupying the headlines, and a bit hobbled by some ill-considered cuts suggested by the paranoid Nixon himself, did far less well, and the reviews were mixed. But as is so often the case, time and some restorations of the trims have brought it to its proper place as one of the greatest of all film musicals. And given the way things have been going lately, it's about time everybody took another look at it, and not just for the songs. Yes, they were proud, after cutting it. And of course, JL would naturally put his name out there first. Now notice that they're listing all the awards the Broadway version won, which is a bit of an odd way to sell a movie, but of course the reviews didn't give them a lot to work with. And given the rather mercurial nature of the show, they really needed to hit whatever they did have hard. And Howard da Silva, the man born to play Benny Franklin, who in a truly great irony had been blacklisted. And there's Ron Holgate, when his rip-snorting rendition of The Lees of Old Virginia. Strange story. William Daniels had the role of his career as the obnoxious and disliked John Adams. But the Tonys considered the entire cast supporting. He was so enraged by this that he withdrew his name, throwing away what would have been a certain victory, and so Holgate won on the strength of this one song. Alas, history did not repeat itself. The only Oscar nomination was Harry Stradling Jr. for cinematography. Well, the competition was The Godfather and Cabaret. The one great advantage the film had was shooting outdoors on actual streets, including what is known as the Friends Fountain.
Franklin, you make us sound treasonous.
Do I? Treason, eh? Treason is a charge invented by winners as an excuse for hanging the losers.
I can't say I'm very fond of the United States of America as a name.
And that's He Plays the Fiddle, absolutely the dirtiest song ever to appear in a G-rated movie.
The slavery clause has got to go.
Franklin, what are you saying?
It's a luxury we can't afford.
500,000 souls in chains, and Dr. Franklin calls it a luxury.
And this is a tremendous turn by Donald Madden. This was his only feature film, though he did a little TV work, but he was generally a stage star.
Slaves who sail the ships back to Boston.
1776 is a positively compelling movie for all the right reasons, and I'm glad it's finally found its audience. They should show it on network TV every year, like they do with 10 Commandments and It's a Wonderful Life.
On every issue, so that if we should go under, you'll still remain afloat.
Are you calling me a coward?
And a cane fight is a very weird and abrupt way to end a trailer for a musical.